Just let me know.
Just let me know.
Of all the species to have ever lived, all but a tiny fraction have gone extinct.
Okay.
That's true.
At some point in the future, the same fate will befall humanity.
No, that's not true.
It may take centuries, it might take eons, but extinction is unavoidable. The future is fraught with uncertainty, and the apocalypse never seems too far away.
Maybe. Consumed by the apocalypse. A video by Lemmino. Just let me know. Wait, let me know? Let me know? Chapter 1, Cosmic Threats, Impact Event.
Nearly 800,000 years ago, an approximately 1 kilometer wide asteroid collided with Earth.
3,000 feet?
The crater has yet to be located, but fragments from the impact have been found scattered across the eastern hemisphere, an expansive strewn field that covers up to 30% of the planet's surface.
I don't think the Earth was like that back then, though.
Our distant ancestors were not only alive to witness this event, but managed to adapt and survive.
Was it?
Impacts of this magnitude occur roughly once every 500,000 to 2 million years.
Okay. Holy shit.
More devastating impacts, like the one that nearly wiped out the dinosaurs, are far less frequent.
Is that confirmed,
Possibly
though?
striking once every 100 million years.
Holy shit.
Whether a collision of this magnitude is survivable is a matter of debate.
Dude, bigger than Mount Everest? It is? Learned it in school? I didn't go to school now. I know.
The kinetic energy released upon impact would be equivalent to the simultaneous detonation of billions of atomic bombs. Those who survived the initial blast would be subjected to unrelenting earthquakes, firestorms, and tsunamis. A thick layer of smoke and dust would quickly envelop the globe and blot out the sun. An impact winter that could last for months or even years.
Impact winter?
Darkness, freezing cold, and global famine would throw the world into chaos. In spite of this, long-term survival is not inconceivable. Small pockets of humanity may take refuge underground,
but
at least be given a chance to rebuild civilization. But make no mistake, it would be a close call.
Oh, of course, Bigdog.
The survivability of an impact also depends on how much time we have to prepare. More than 90% of nearby asteroids and comets larger than 1 kilometer have already been detected.
What?
If one of them were on a collision course with Earth, we'd know for decades or even centuries in advance.
What the fuck?
But this was not always the case. In 1983, a 9-kilometer wide comet was only spotted 2 weeks prior to its closest approach.
God damn it, Bloopy.
That's 2 weeks of preparation had it been aiming for Earth.
Wait, go back. What? Fuck, we're fine. Oh,
while things have significantly improved since 1983, space is impossibly vast.
2,000 miles is not shit.
In 2019, an asteroid capable of leveling a city was detected a day before it flew 5 times closer to the Earth than the Moon.
Holy shit!
While the odds of an extinction-level collision are remote,
400 feet?
It's not impossible.
It was 400 feet from the Earth?
There is a class of objects known as Damocloids.
Holy
Damocloids
shit!
are typified by their highly eccentric orbits and low reflectivity, meaning they periodically pay us a visit and are extremely difficult to detect.
Was it meters? 400? No! 195 to 400 feet. Dead ass. 400 feet. Feet. Ooh, diameter. Okay. My bad.
There is a class of objects known as Damocloids. Damocloids are typified by their highly eccentric orbits and low reflectivity,
Damn,
meaning they periodically pay us
44,000 miles is way different from 400 feet. Holy shit, my bad.
And are extremely difficult to detect. We're currently tracking about 200, but there could be hundreds more tumbling through the solar system.
Jesus, dude.
Damocloids are, on average, 16 kilometers wide.
16 kilometers,
if
that's
one
like...
of them were on a collision course with Earth, there might not
at least
be
a
any
mile.
warning.
Celestial explosion.
When massive stars die, they explode. When massive stars die, they explode.
Really? What's this, Bigdog? People die if they are killed. Fuck yes, they are.
If a star went supernova within 30 light years of Earth, it would be cause for concern.
30 light years? That's kind of close if you really think about it.
Fortunately,
that's like
more than
400 feet.
90% of the stars within this bubble have already been discovered, none of which are at risk of exploding anytime soon. But
That's
some
good.
supernovae can still pose a threat from thousands of light years away.
What the fuck? Is this an
It's a
exploding?
gamma ray burst, produced by only the most violent explosions in the universe.
Yeah.
Instead
kinda
of a
looks like
spherical
water.
blast, a gamma ray burst will channel the explosion into two highly concentrated beams. More energy is released in a few seconds than the sun will radiate in its entire lifetime.
What the fuck?
The biological effects of a nearby supernova or gamma ray burst are poorly understood. We do know that the atmosphere would absorb much of the high-energy radiation, but this may also strip the Earth of its protective layer of ozone. If so, harmful levels of ultraviolet radiation from
Ozone? Isn't that in the Amazon?
the sun would penetrate down to the surface. Certain
No, wait. Wait, that's the... I don't fucking
chemical
care at this time.
reactions may also darken the sky
Fuck, what's in the Amazon again?
and induce global
Ozone? I don't remember.
cooling, a
You're on one
cosmic
today?
winter of
It's
sorts.
something.
This could last for years and would be
No, not the rainforest. It's isn't the ozone I swear that's something related to the fucking Amazon. I swear.
lethal to many plants and animals. In fact, a gamma ray burst might be responsible for a
monoxide
mass extinction
reactor.
that killed roughly 70% of all marine
layer of the
species
atmosphere.
nearly half a billion
Oh,
years ago.
okay. My bad.
Now, humanity could easily
31 light years equals 279 trillion kilometers, or 31 light years. Holy
protect
shit.
itself against
Trillion?
ultraviolet sun rays,
Shit.
but living through a mass extinction would not be a pleasant experience. While some authors have painted a far bleaker image, with one hemisphere effectively sterilized by intense radiation, these findings have been contested in recent years. The latest research identifies ozone depletion as the primary threat.
You know what I think it was? I think it's the ozone is dying, so it's affecting the Amazon rainforest. I think that's how I think that's how I confuse it too. I might just be dumb as shit.
Nevertheless,
Okay,
a gamma ray burst sniping
What
the
about-
Earth from across the galaxy is extremely improbable. All of them have so far been extragalactic in origin, much too distant to pose a threat. While there are
130 million light years, so that's like blank quadrillion
few
miles
potential candidates within the
or
Milky
kilometers.
Way,
Ozone more like,
none of them
Oh, sorry,
appear to be
bro.
directed at Earth.
is that real? That's fucking
Apart from
crazy.
impact events and stellar explosions, the foreseeable future is free of cosmic threats. Other eventualities are either too improbable or won't happen for millions of years. Ample time for us to prepare, other calamities permitting.
What the fuck? We're safe for our lifetime, yeah. At least. Chapter 2. Terrestrial threats. Supervolcanic eruptions. Dude, speaking of fucking terrestrial threats, did y'all see that fucking the CIA released like UFOs?
4,000 years ago, a large volcano
FBI, wasn't it?
erupted in Southeast
FBI, CIA, same fucking thing.
Asia.
Not really, but pretty close.
It is the most powerful
Not really, actually.
volcanic
Never mind.
eruption in human history.
Lake Tuba, the cauldron former
For
of the
up to 2
eruption
weeks,
crater.
it spewed enormous
the
quantities
crater?
of ash and dust into the atmosphere,
I think that was
enough to block
this
out the
past
sun
week.
and potentially cool the planet. A volcanic winter.
What the fuck?
But there's great uncertainty about the effects of the eruption on both the climate and humanity. It ranges from severe to mild, with the
Okay.
latest research supporting the latter. In either case, this is
Dude, nowadays we're literally like here. Like if we started here in our fucking humanity, we're like here. Like we're really fucking up the earth,
good
man.
news. It means that supervolcanic eruptions
Pompeii, Mount
pose little to
St.
no
Helens?
threat to human existence.
Was
After
it?
all, if early humans stood a chance,
Pompeii.
then so should we. But there is something even more destructive than supervolcanic eruptions. It's known as a flood basalt event.
Okay.
The largest one occurred 250 million years ago. An enormous outpouring of molten rock covered a region of Siberia the size of Europe. And it just so happens to coincide with the deadliest mass extinction in history.
Holy shit.
The good news is, flood basalt events are both rare and slow. Instead of a singular event, it's a series of eruptions taking place over thousands or even millions of years. As such, even if one began tomorrow, it might just be slow enough for us to adapt and survive.
I don't know. If Yellowstone erupted, wouldn't basically like of course everybody like in Wyoming area, that shit, they'd be fucked. But people in the US, I think it like only like critical people would get out to like different countries. Cause Yellowstone, I'm not gonna speak out of my ass, I don't know what the fuck. Cause I remember like Yellowstone like was on the brink of eruption fucking 5 years ago. Or something like that, but depends on who's our president. Sure. I mean, it's gonna be Biden at least for the next 4 years. I feel like personally we aren't
Throughout the centuries,
meant to outlive Earth. We are supposed to leave it. I heard this from the movie Interstellar, good movie about. Fuck yeah, dude, I love Interstellar. Fuck yeah.
pandemics
What
have
about the
exacted a heavy toll on
Judgment Day, we'll see,
humankind.
man. You're not
Among
wrong,
the
you can blow up
worst
anytime.
was the Black Death.
That's crazy.
In
man.
less than a decade, it killed between 25 and 60% of the European population.
The Black Death. Wasn't that like from rats, right?
The total death count is unknown.
We're going to Mars with
At
Elon. Dude, I
least
fucking hope so,
tens of
man.
millions.
I fucking hope so.
The Colombian
I hope I could see us go to Mars in my lifetime, which we probably won't. Fleas?
exchange of
Oh, fleas
diseases
from rats.
and the Spanish flu claimed the lives of many
Okay.
millions more. The tragedy of these pandemics and epidemics notwithstanding, they never came close to extinction. None of them killed more than a few
We didn't
percent
learn.
of the global population.
You know the worst part is, dude? I was in Colorado and people didn't give a fuck. People didn't have masks on everywhere. Everywhere. They didn't give a fuck. But you know the thing? In where I was, there was like one person infected. It was literally like point something percent of the city that was infected. So, I mean, shit.
For instance, the Spanish flu infected nearly 1/3
Obviously, I wore masks and took precautions, but
of humanity, yet the vast majority of cases did not result in death. A pathogen that not only infects but also kills every single member of a species is difficult to imagine. In fact, there are very few examples of infectious disease driving a species to extinction.
it's one of vaccines so I can
With that being said,
have a real life again.
it's not inconceivable.
Yeah.
For instance, pathogens that can pass between multiple species can be far deadlier than those limited to just one. The H5N1 avian influenza, also known as the bird flu, is one such virus between humans and birds, but it can't sustainably spread among humans. However, laboratory experiments have shown that it may eventually acquire this ability through natural mutations? If so, it could easily become the worst pandemic in human history.
Holy shit. Could you imagine if COVID was spread by like animals and shit too? Imagine if you had an outdoor cat and the motherfucker has COVID and he comes in. Oh my god.
In a worst case scenario, most of humanity would still survive.
Ni hao.
Pandemics are complicated. It's a topic that's more relevant now than ever before and cannot possibly be done justice in a few short minutes.
True. Back then, when the Black Death was around, people believed in witches. So at the time, everybody killed cats because they were linked to witches. No cats in rat population jumped and spread fast. What the fuck? Fuck. Isn't COVID spread by? I don't think so. I don't remember. I don't think directly. I think maybe by some animals. I don't believe so though. Japan can save the world. They just got next level technology. Always respect the country. Fuck yeah, dude. Absolutely.
But in the narrow context of human extinction, it seems unlikely for nature to stumble upon that perfect storm.
I think COVID was spread by like a guy eating bat or something like that. A bat, yeah.
Apart from volcanic eruptions and natural pandemics, the Earth has no inherent means of eradicating the human race. No other form of natural calamity is powerful enough to threaten our existence.
Shit,
As such, the most immediate threat to humanity
is
has for a
ourselves.
long time been, and continues to be, humanity.
Yep. Us. We the people. The white hardos of the fucking earth. Chapter 3, Anthropic Threats, a natural pandemic.
While nature may struggle to devise a world-ending pandemic, it may not have to. Biotechnology has now advanced to a point where we can engineer pathogens in a laboratory. While this can greatly benefit our understanding and treatment of infectious diseases, it's not without risk.
Okay.
Accidental breaches of containment have happened on multiple occasions, and these experiments are not always conducted in the name of science.
Really? What?
These engineered microbes are concerned.
Oh, it's not in the name of science. It's they're trying to develop a thing for war, oh shit.
Because their destructive potential far exceeds that of their natural counterparts. They can be deadlier, more transmissible, and less treatable. And the rapid pace of technological progress is constantly lowering the threshold for bioengineering.
What the fuck?
Concern was, he said it in so many words, that a small group of dedicated scientists could create an altered biological agent that could wipe out humanity as we know it.
Technically speaking, you can do almost anything with a microbe. The real question is, will you end up with a microbe that functionally will do the things that the concerned person at your hearing said, namely essentially wipe out everyone from the face of the earth? Again, that's conceivable, although it's inconceivable, but it is in fact, anything is possible. It would be very, very difficult to do that. Extraordinary
and dangerous,
even in the best of hands, to not only do the engineering to get a microbe that has the characteristics, but be able to spread in a way in which it has virulence, transmissibility, and the ability to go in a sustained, transmissible way.
Maybe.
Not impossible, but very, very difficult to do.
I don't know. I feel like we're at the point where if they really wanted to, literally any country could just fucking get a disease. The thing is, not really. I think it would be pretty difficult, because if it wasn't, people would just do it. Because we have cures to so many things. And if it wasn't, there's things that weren't curable. Well, I don't fucking know, dude.
I'm gonna stop talking to my ass. Shit. Nuclear holocaust. Oh shit. Atomic Heritage Foundation. Castle Bravo, the most powerful nuclear device ever detonated by the United States.
A nuclear holocaust is among the most infamous doomsday scenarios.
Holy shit.
Since the end of World War II, we have on numerous occasions been driven to the brink of nuclear conflict.
Shit, you should add 2020, what was it, 2019? 2018? Whenever Hawaii, like, fucking got a message saying that there was a bomb? Dead ass? Could you imagine being in Hawaii and saying that you're gonna be bombed? Like, dead ass? Like, where the fuck do you go? You swim? You swim in the ocean and get eaten by sharks? What the fuck do you do?
Sometimes by accident, sometimes by very intentional brinkmanship.
Why with their fucking shitty computers?
The nuclear stockpile currently stands at...
If Hawaii were to get bombed, that's literally island. Island grown is literally in Hawaii. That ass.
More than 13,000 warheads, the vast majority of which are owned by Russia and the United States.
What the fuck? Russia's beating us? We gotta change that.
In the event of an all-out nuclear war,
you better not fucking be counting. Have I really paused 60 times throughout this video?
these thousands of bombs could instantly vaporize hundreds of millions.
You're kidding. That ass?
But the explosions are only the beginning. The real danger of a nuclear conflict is the aftermath.
There's no way.
Much like an impact event or supervolcanic eruption, a thick layer of smoke and dust would quickly envelop the globe.
There's no way.
A nuclear winter that not only blots out the sun, but showers the world in radioactive fallout. Firestorms, radiation poisoning, and mass starvation could easily claim the lives of billions.
Billions. If not trillions. Shit.
However, because humanity is not evenly distributed across the planet, some regions would be less affected than others. Island nations like New Zealand, for instance, are all but certain to survive.
Really?
While the effects of a nuclear holocaust are almost too dismal to contemplate, it is not typically regarded as an existential threat.
New Zealand? New Zealand kind of has fast internet, right? Shit. We might be going to New Zealand, boys.
It is not typically regarded as an existential threat.
God damn it, dude. New Zealand is fully COVID-free. Really? Holy shit. Okay, 63, haha. Have I paused 63 times in this video? Or has it just been throughout the stream? There's no way I've paused 63 times for this video. There's no way. Imagine what type of weapons are hiding in Area 51 true. What's up, kid? This video, there's no shot.
Artificial intelligence has had a profound impact on modern society. From self-driving cars and virtual assistants to social media algorithms and facial recognition. But some experts are concerned about the future. A future in which intelligent machines become more intelligent than humans. The concern is not so much about evil robots as it is about misalignment.
Shit, did y'all see that in Russia there was a robot, 2 robots that can say thank you
with human goals and values. A
Lab
system that
test,
becomes dangerous not due to any malicious intent, but due to an oversight in its programming. An unforeseen loophole that allows it to do things it was never intended to do.
Skynet?
If such an entity was sufficiently intelligent, it could become unstoppable. Another concern is known as the intelligence explosion. It's a machine that can upgrade itself and thereby increase its own intelligence at an exponential rate.
Shit.
Moments after creating such a system, it could far surpass the combined intelligence of all humans that have ever lived.
The thing is, why can't we just create a machine like this and we use it? Why, like, I know... Why do robots want to kill us, man? Why?
Such an entity may have little to no regard for human affairs.
They just want to take over?
Not unlike humanity's disregard for species less intelligent than us. With that being said, these concerns are far from universal. In 2016, a survey of more than 300 machine learning experts was conducted. On average, they gave a 50% chance of an artificial intelligence surpassing all human abilities by 2061.
What the fuck?
But as you can see from these faded lines in the background...
Where are we? We're what, like 2016? We're like here? Damn, we're fucking far from that though.
There's tremendous variation between individual respondents. Some think it will happen in a few years. Others believe we're more than a century away. When asked about the impact of this technology, the majority of respondents believed in a positive outcome. Extinction was only given a medium probability of 5%.
Dude, 5% is still a lot, dude. 5% is a fuck ton. Dude, I'll be 60 by then. Deadass, me too.
Artificial intelligence is not the only emerging technology with the potential for human extinction. But the problem with assessing their risk is that we have no precedents. We can estimate the likelihood of an asteroid impact by surveying the geologic record and our cosmic neighborhood. But there's no historical context for artificial intelligence or self-replicating nanomachines.
As long as the robots take care of the planet, it's fine. I don't know about that one, big dog.
Nuclear device was detonated in 1945, there was a genuine concern that it would ignite the atmosphere and incinerate all life on the planet. In fact, one of the observers was so taken aback by the enormity of the explosion that for a brief moment, that's precisely what he thought had happened.
He thought what? My instantaneous reaction was that something had gone wrong and that the thermonuclear transformation of the atmosphere, once discussed as a possibility and jokingly referred to as few minutes earlier, had actually occurred. Oh shit.
While this doomsday scenario did not come to pass, it's a cautionary tale. No one really knows what the future will bring. All we can do is proceed with caution and hope for the best.
What the fuck? What the fuck? That was cool. Environmental decline.
Over the past few decades, species across the plant and animal kingdoms have been disappearing at an alarming pace. Some 10 billion trees are cleared every single year.
10 billion?!
While animal populations are rapidly declining.
What the fuck? Holy shit! It's down by 68%? Dude, if you could fucking... What the fuck? The average population size of 4,392 species has declined by 68% since 1970.
Many species are also going extinct. The global rate of extinction is now tens or even hundreds of times extinct. The global rate of extinction is now tens.
We killed Bigdog. We killed. This is Big Mr. Monkey.
Or even hundreds of times greater than before humans conquered the planet. And it's accelerating. Upwards of 1 million species are now threatened with extinction.
What the fuck, dude?
At the core of this immense loss of biodiversity is overconsumption driven by overpopulation. Humanity is now depleting 3/4 as many resources as the Earth can naturally replenish. Meaning we...
Holy shit. At least Mr. Beast planted 20 million trees, true, but I mean 20 million compared to fucking what was it, 6 billion? Billion, like motherfucker. As long as the robots take care of it, it's fine. Detroit become human or I robot type shit. Actually, dude, this one is it's crazy, man. What's up, Pepega Clap? Hope you've been good, big dog.
We will soon need a second Earth just to break even.
Shit, we would need a second Earth just to break even.
Deforestation and defaunation to pollution and climate change. No shocking graph nor depressing slideshow can fully convey the totality of our destruction. Our relationship with nature is so utterly broken that many fear we are now heading for extinction. That this unraveling of nature will be mankind's undoing. While some of the most How
likely do you think it is that the climate change will cause the extinction of the human race? Very likely. Where's Europe, Middle East, and North America? Not very likely. Don't know. US is ignorant.
Nature will be mankind's undoing.
Humans number one.
While some of the most comprehensive assessments to date do indeed paint a truly dystopian image of the future, none of them forecast total annihilation of the human race.
Wait, what? Look at the papagas in the US and actually, dude, actually, that's why NASA are searching for a new planet that looks like Earth. I think they found one that's possible like ours, but too far away, really. Oh shit. But why isn't Bezos doing anything to save that motherfucker's like billions? Dude, I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking.
We may turn the planet into a living hell, but a livable hell, it would seem. However, some scientists argue that these assessments are severely underestimating the gravity of this crisis, that the sheer magnitude of our destruction is difficult to grasp for even well-informed experts.
Deadass.
Some have also voiced their concerns about potential tipping points, a threshold that once exceeded may trigger an irreversible decline of ecosystems around the world, a global ecological collapse from which recovery becomes virtually impossible. But it's not all doom and gloom. While the rate of deforestation is alarmingly high, it has been slowing down over the past 3 decades.
Holy shit! Millions? What
transition has been in.
My friend sent me this NASA site saying that if you sign up with your name and email, they will send your name to Mars. What the fuck? We're taking reservations. Send your name to Mars on NASA's next flight. Oh, what the fuck? I'm gonna do this after stream. That's fucking cool. Thank you, Bigdog. That's really cool.
Infuriatingly slow. More and more countries.
Wait. Big Dog. White Heart 07. I'll fill the rest of that out later.
These are phasing out fossil fuels in favor of renewable energy sources. So in no way should human extinction, which is the most extreme outcome, be regarded as inevitable. Climate change mitigation and nature conservation efforts are all but certain to prevent that from happening. But at the same time, that's how low we've set the bar.
That's crazy, dude.
What surprised me while making this video is just how difficult it is to truly wipe out everyone. Many catastrophes can drive us to the brink of extinction, but all of them struggle to cross the finish line. So that should be somewhat reassuring. Even if humanity was reduced to a few hundred individuals, a full recovery might still be possible. It would undoubtedly take many thousands of years, but recovery would not be out of the question. And the more we expand beyond the confines of Earth, extinction from any singular catastrophe becomes increasingly unlikely. Perhaps the apocalypse won't be dealt by a swift, decisive blow, but instead a gradual, faltering decline. One disaster bleeding into the next, until the final embers of humankind silently fade away. Regardless, it won't happen anytime soon.
Sure.
After all, we made it this far. Millions of years of evolution, countless disasters, and humanity still standing.
Barely.
That is perhaps the best reassurance that the world is still gonna be there tomorrow.
Good video. It is crazy to think, man, that at one point or another, we really just gotta either stop doing what the fuck we're doing, or we're fucked. Dead ass. It's really crazy to think, and it's one of those things where sooner or later, either we fix it or we're fucked. Dead ass. But we can't get too complacent in that mindset. True. We need to unite and save our planet. I know there are some countries that are already like switching to fully electric. Like I think it was China or Europe or some country, not US of course, that committed to basically go fully electric by like 2035, I think it was. So that's really fucking good. I really do fucking appreciate y'all for real. If y'all haven't already, go follow my Twitter. I appreciate it. And if not, and if anything, at least follow the stream. I'll be live tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow around like 11. And what I'm gonna start doing also is like not vlogging directly, but like daily updates on like my weight loss stuff, which I'll be uploading somewhere. Twitter, I don't know where the fuck I'll be uploading it, but definitely gonna go somewhere. And then tomorrow we're gonna react, and then some Tarkov. I'll see y'all tomorrow, for real. I fucking appreciate the fuck out of every single goddamn one of you. Love you, boys. Yo, 107.